Y'all rock with DJ Fama and, of course,
Kiana the Goddess.
And we're here at VPR Radio, and guess what we love? You know what we love, Kiana?
What do we love?
We love when people interact with us on social media, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, the list goes on. And what else, Kiana?
We love to hear your comments. We love to hear your questions. We love when you call us. And we love when you tell us what you want to discuss. So hit our VPR Radio group. Hit us up on VPR_radio on all major platforms. Definitely go and follow this guy.
Why not? Why not? And follow this beautiful woman here.
Kiana the Goddess.
Tune in every Thursday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Here on radiofreebrooklyn.org/VPR Radio. We love you for watching.
All right, here we go. It is VPR on a Friday. That's new for us, but I'm loving it. I'm here for it.
How's everybody doing, man? We locked in here for another amazing episode of VPR Radio. It is Friday, and it is a little bit different. I'm not going to lie.
It is.
Normally, I'm waking up coming from a club or something of the sorts, and I'd rather be here talking to you guys. So with that being said, good morning, Kiana. I can't wait to introduce our guest in a few minutes. So we're here for it.
Definitely here for it. I want to give a special shout out always to my girl Yvonne. She brings us the best guests, and we're very much looking forward to sitting with Samantha. Before we bring her up to the stage, anything you want to chop it up about? I know we didn't go last week, so we might have a couple of topics to cover. Oh man.
You just reminded me. Last week, guys, we didn't get a chance to put out a new live episode, but you can definitely check out our
technical difficulties there.
Yeah, retrograde was retrograding, but you can check out VPR on YouTube. We upload weekly, daily, so go and do that. But Kiana, I've been touring a lot recently with Shorty.
Uh-oh. Are you frozen, partner, or is it me?
But
Samantha, is he frozen on your side?
Yeah, I definitely. Everything vanished for a second.
You just glitched for a second.
I was like, now this. Anyway.
All right, I know. We're manifesting none of that. Smooth and easy. Okay. You're on tour with Shorty. That's the last thing we heard.
Oh, yeah. So, I've been touring a lot with Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the chance to go to the Breezy Bowl. Now, for listeners that aren't in tune with, Chris Brown, he had his Breezy Bowl where I didn't know it was as big as it was. He had females coming in jerseys, and it was the whole thing that you dress up and you come there. He sold out MetLife like 2 nights or 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Beautiful firework display. But what caught me, Kiana, I set timers when people perform. If I go to a lot of concerts, I'm in the background and I do like the stage end. So this man performed for 2 hours and 30 minutes. And when I tell you, Kiana, I was ready to go. I was ready to go.
None of the women that
how long can one man dance, man? I'm like, he doesn't get tired. They strapping him up, flying him all around the arena.
Wow.
I'm like, you not tired yet?
No.
Like, first off, we had to wait because it was raining, and then we had to wait a whole extra hour and change. It was a lot, but he put on one hell of a show, and it was beautiful that you got. Even throughout all the controversy of his career, you still got to showcase all the albums there displayed on the stage, all hitting charts, and it showed his growth as an artist, like him becoming a father, and he focused on that, and I thought that was dope, and with his kids and everything. So it's nice to see that some of our legacy acts get to have that stage like that. Yeah. And then it brought me to my next question. It's like,
okay.
Is Chris Brown our Michael Jackson of this generation?
I would pretty much put him right about there. I mean, I think those are some hard shoes to fill, but I think he's well on his way. He didn't have that same start with the Jackson 5 and in his family and such. So again, there's limitations there when it goes to trying to compare, right? It's like LeBron versus Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? There's so many differences, but a lot of parallels.
And I thought about it as well. I'm sitting there like, are we sleeping on Usher? Are we just gonna forget that?
I think Usher's sleeping on himself, though. In all fairness, or maybe this is just not.
I'm like, Usher has released new bodies.
He has, however, like Usher took a stint in Vegas, right? Like a lot of artists, once you get to that point, it is usually showing a slowdown. And I'm not mad at anybody that does their time with, you know, having Vegas, because first of all, that solidifies income for you. You know what I'm saying? But I think that unless you're consistently going on tour, and especially in today's market, if you don't keep consistently dropping music, having your face out there, you know, getting good press, Chris Brown is everywhere. You know what I mean? He has features with everyone. Whenever there's a new great artist that's up and coming, he'll feature them on his art. Like even if you just look at the Breezy album, how many different people he had featured on his album? It was
he's been putting out like 30-song projects, 20-song projects.
And
like
we talked about
he just started his career.
We talked about the power of a feature, right? Because when you've got a dope artist with a dope artist, both of them are promoting. You've got two teams now vying for the one song, and it almost guarantees a hit as long as the work is being put in. So I think that, you know, his marketing is genius. The women obviously swoon for him. He can dance like no other. I mean, I think Usher's right there, but I think Chris Brown got a beat.
He's the only 6 foot like one person. Tall people normally can't dance VPR.
Right.
So break it to you. At least in my travels in life.
Anyway, right? Yeah.
But he breaks that mold. When was the last time you seen somebody 6'1" do a backflip off their foot? Understand? Yeah. Wait. I've seen Usher do a lot, and I've seen Usher perform recently too at the Barclays.
He's
so
dope.
It's like, which I ain't gonna compare him, you know, at 50 to Chris Brown at 30, but
that's what I'm saying too, right? You've got the age difference, but I don't think there's anybody that's in his league right now that is doing that. And, you know, for us, we had the Prince and the Michael Jackson, which I feel like they were neck and neck. It was a different sound, but they had the dancing capability,
the
performance, the entertainment factor, the stage presence, the off stage presence, right? And then also that mysteriousness that kind of surrounded them. So there's a difference with that too. You know, Chris Brown is out there. He's not like, he said, we on the block, right? he's not serious by any chance.
On the block.
Yeah, he's out on the block. He's on the stoop with the homies. Like, you know, he's with the people. And I love that. But it does take away that mystique that kind of gave Michael, you know, another little bit of a flair. But, you know, who knows what we'll see from him in 15 years. He might be in his mansion hiding behind a mask. So we don't know what's going to happen. I think he's well on his way.
No, hopefully not, man. Hopefully his career continues to just blossom and do what they had to do.
I mean, just on the mystique side, right? Like coming out to perform and then going in his mask and just being like, don't speak to me.
That's what I'm saying. When you start doing that, it's a slippery road. I did want to say big love to Kevin Gates and his team. We are going to be on the Emilio tour, me and Poison. I do want to announce it. Let me bring that up here for the people that's watching. Please share, like, subscribe while you're here. Let me see how to present this, but we're going to be hitting a few dates starting off October 3rd in New York. And these are the following dates for the Kevin Gates tour. We also have the tour that we're still on with Shorty. So if you do want to see us in Atlanta, September 14th, we're going to be out there. So yeah, let's keep y'all busy, VPR. Hopefully I can get to see some of y'all on the road.
Oh, I'm coming on October 3rd. We need a Libra toast. I haven't seen you in person. Our last events, there's always been something happening with me, but I'm ready. I'm getting in that whip and we're going to have a night. Okay, October 3rd.
I need that. Like all these events, I've been forgetting them. My birthday even coming up. So I think my doctor reminded me yesterday. She's like, birthday coming up. I was like, what?
Every year, I'd be like, our birthdays around. You're like, oh yeah, because I'm so booked.
Yo, that's what it really is for right now. It really is that, and it's just it's gonna be a busy winter, man. So you know, I'm glad for it. I can't wait to meet everybody out there on the road again.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so proud of you, bro. Like you deserve every single piece of success and then some. Things you can't even imagine. I want them to come to you. You deserve every bit.
I appreciate it, partner. I appreciate it. We're gonna do our best. Hey, you see the hearts popping up on Samantha's thing? I didn't even see that till just now. VP, I can't wait for you to meet our guests. We're gonna have a great day. But yeah, Key. So before we do bring our guests up here, how are you feeling? Like, how have you been? We didn't even jump into that.
I've been well, really just, you know, on my hustle. I'm on some new expeditions, doing Salesforce certification. So you know me, a girl has to stay certified. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Google Analytics. We're going to up that with some Salesforce. I'm going to do some data science. So the next few months, I'm going to come in, you know, I've been kind of quiet, but I'm going to be beasting and just ticking things to the resume and, you know, adding to the cost. The budget has gone up, right? Yesterday's price is not today's. So
inflation has hit all of America,
right?
Even Tiana. So yeah, the price has definitely gone up.
Yes.
All right, Kia, I'm gonna have you take it and just introduce our guest.
Okay, perfect. We are very much looking forward to having Samantha here. If you were here last week, you saw a lot of fumbling and bumbling. There were so many technical difficulties, but she is a beautiful entrepreneurial author. She wrote the book 90 Days to Husband Number 2. I'm very much interested in that, and I can't wait to hear from her. Samantha Bessudo Drucker, welcome to VPR Radio.
Hello, everybody. Hi, DJ FMI, Tiana the Goddess. Thank you so much, everybody, for having me today. I can't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday week.
Yes, I was just going to say that too. I saw that it was your birthday. You were drinking a little shumps. I was like, yeah.
Happy belated.
I just want to wish you all a happy birthday because it seems that either I've missed your birthdays or they're coming up around again.
They're definitely coming up. You're right on time.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
And thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
Right in. Thank you for coming on our platform. We really appreciate you. And again, special love and shout out to Yvonne. She's amazing.
Yvonne, I love Yvonne. She's the bestest.
She really, really is.
She's amazing.
She is. But we want to delve into everything about you, about Samantha, about your journey as an author, as an entrepreneur, actress. You've got so many boxes, right, that you're ticking off. So tell us about your beginnings and how you've kind of gone through your journey to wind up here where you are today.
Okay. Well, I started out as an actress, dancer, singer. Growing up as a kid, I really didn't have anybody. Like, my parents were, I don't know, too into their careers to notice or to help me develop talent, even though I knew I wanted to be an actress and I knew I wanted to be on TV. And it came from sort of like a home that was very stressful. I'll just leave it at that. And so I think that my natural gifts in life are to analyze the situation and then want to make it pretty. So my journey in a 30-second nutshell, I got out of Boston. I'm from Boston. I moved to New York City to go to NYU so I could try to get my dream on of being an actress, dancer, singer. So,
what? You're from Boston? Do you hear Boston? Or did
you I was waiting for it.
Vibe completely in there and just out that Boston accent, because I haven't heard you say "ka" or anything.
I say "ka." I can say, you know what? Like, when I got divorced and started dating in my 40s, I can tell you that dating in your 40s is like listening to your ovaries constantly screaming, "Last call at the bar."
Last call at the bar. Precious. Okay, go on. I need to hear it.
So, I can say that because I'm from Boston. So I went to NYU so I could escape Boston. Oh, did I lose you?
No, you're right here.
I'm just on mute so we can hear you.
Yeah.
That's weird because I don't see you.
Oh, we can see you.
We definitely see you. Everything is working fine on our end.
Really? Okay. Yes. Because my system just freaked out.
Well, I don't know. We can see you clearly and perfectly, so you can continue.
Your audio is perfect as well, and your visual is perfect. Your camera's still working.
Yeah, because I'm hearing iTunes. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Did you click something?
Ooh, all right. My okay, but you can see me.
We can see you and we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I cannot see you, but that's okay as long as you can
Close
see
your
me.
eyes and picture us, Samantha.
That's it. You are all beautiful. So I went to NYU to escape Boston, and I wanted to see if I could develop my talents and pursue my dream. And I didn't trust that I'd had enough training because I didn't have any training I didn't have any training. So I was afraid to try to audition for Tish. Y'all still there?
Yep. Yeah, we're listening to you.
Okay.
We just have our mic ready.
So I studied educational theater with a minor in speech communications and public relations. And I was also captain of NYU's ballroom dance team and president of their club. I became a professional ballroom and Latin dancer. I also studied music and singing.
You like to stay busy. That's what I'm hearing. I'm like, you like to stay busy.
Wait, yes, I want to get you to expound a little bit on that. What ballroom dancing education? How did you get there instead of like a more contemporary type of dance? That doesn't.
I wanted to go to ballet and tap and jazz, and I did a little jazz. But like I said, my parents were too self-absorbed. So you got to start ballet when you're young. I did take ballet at NYU and jazz at NYU, and a little bit of tap. But ballroom and Latin, Latin I started when I was 12, on the street, shall we say, in the club. So I had older cousins in Cartagena that wanted to go out with their boyfriends, and I was young, and they were told that they couldn't go out unless they took me with. So they dolled me up and snuck me into the club.
Yeah,
Yep. This is how it starts. And so one of her friends asked me to dance salsa, and I said, I don't know. And he's like, I'll show you. And he took me out on the floor, and it was like heroin to the veins immediately. Like I was hooked. I was hooked. And so at NYU, I met like one of the great coaches of my life, one of the first great coaches of my life. You know, one of those people that comes along and sees you and believes you and encourages you.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, man, I was dancing all the time and acting and singing. I love to sing, but I couldn't. I'm truly very painfully dyslexic. True fact about me. And so I'm used to working overtime to work twice as hard as the next person to get a job done. I don't mind. And I'm a perfectionist, so it's got to be done right. But I could not pass music theater because the notes just swim around on the page for me. But I have I have an almost perfect ear. Yeah. Not quite perfect pitch, but really good. Like I have very good ear. And so I got out of NYU and opened up a dance studio to support my acting career.
Amazing.
But I really didn't have the guidance and the training that I have now. So eventually my knees, I injured myself and I could no longer dance competitively. And I could choreograph and I could, teach wedding couples, but like I'm ferocious, okay? I'm a Leo. Like, if I can't be the best, if I don't think I can win, I don't want to play.
Right.
I don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't want to play. If I can't win, I don't want to play.
Vibe too, same, right? Like, I don't even want to play if I'm not going to be the winner.
If I can't play, if I don't have a chance to win, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
So my mother used to say, as one of her catchphrases, be the best or don't bother, darlings. No pressure there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's sort of been my modus operandi. And I try to be the best at whatever I do. So anyway, I got injured. I couldn't do that anymore. So I had to reinvent myself. I found myself having to reinvent myself in my late 20s. So I became a makeup artist and stylist. And then, of course, I'm competitive. So I became a celebrity makeup artist and stylist and worked for a lot of cosmetic companies and had a lot of private clients. And then I had to go back to Boston, part of my reinvention.
Yeah.
And then I closed my dance studio. And then after a while, about 5 years, I opened up an image consulting firm, which it exploded. It was a journey I never imagined taking, but it was one of the wildest, most fulfilling journeys of my life. I spent 20 years as a celebrity image consultant.
That makes perfect sense, though. Even just talking about your background, right? From the makeup artistry to the styling and to the PR, right? Like you put it all in one package, and that's exactly what you have: an image consultant making you look good in the press and physically and appealing. And I love that. Wow.
Yeah, and I was teaching people to dance so they could
Right.
socialize. And so, yeah, my father was a psychiatrist. My mother was a famous designer. So I guess it really is in my DNA to analyze the situation and want to make it pretty for someone. So I helped a lot of people become their A game, Fortune 500 companies, celebrities from all over the world, to royal families, politicians, so a lot of Wall Street guys. Banks used to hire me to straighten out entire teams. I spent 20 years spit shining people and trying to help them become their A game. Right. I don't believe you can do just one little piece. They say the suit makes the man. That's only a partial truth. Yes, you can dress somebody up, but they still got to have it together on the inside, because if all the rest of their ducks are incongruent with the image that they're trying to be or become, it's not going to work. It's not going to stick. It's sort of like why people gain weight, lose weight. Sometimes you lose weight because you ate some salad for a month, whatever, and you lose a few pounds, and you gain it all back because the habits haven't changed.
Exactly. It's a whole lifestyle, right? The way that you speak, how you present, all that, your mannerisms, etiquette, all of those things kind of go hand in hand. I love that.
That's right. So I feel like an etiquette is really important. Communication skills, super important. And so that is how I got to image consultant. And then from image consultant, that took me really around the world. It was an extraordinary experience. I did all the major networks. I just really like helping people be their A game. And I like delivering that with a sense of humor. But then things changed, and I got divorced from husband number one, and Superstorm Sandy happened. I had a heart attack. Like, lots of things happened. And the crash happened. Everything happened. And I tried to save my company best I could, but too many holes, not enough fingers, and in the dam. So I closed up shop because people were really especially after Superstorm Sandy, people were not really spending on luxury experiences.
Right.
That sort of went out of fashion for a minute. And I could not survive that minute. Yeah. So I closed up shop, and then I was like, okay. And just as I was closing up shop, I was going to leave the country and open up a beauty bar.
Okay.
And that's what I was going to do.
Where were you planning on going to do that?
I was going to Cartagena, where at least I have family and friends, and I had an idea for that market space, a beauty bar for that market space. That was kind of something that didn't exist there at that moment.
Okay.
And so I wanted to open up an organic beauty bar. So anyway, I was about to do that, and then it was Fashion Week, and my editor over at divagalsdaily.com, Delina Dixon, who's now the features editor over at Ebony Magazine, she said, Sam, I need you to cover a new dating app that is being launched by Joseph Shapiro, who was the creator he's the godfather of all internet dating. We owe it to that guy. And he created JDate in the 80s, and then, or the 90s, early 90s. It was the first dating app, website, whatever. And so then he made one for every demographic, sold the whole thing to either Match or Harmony, one of the big two, and retired. until some kids asked him for an app. So he made an app, and I was asked to review it. So she called me and she's like, Samantha, since you are the only one on staff that writes about sex and dating and communication skills, I need you to cover this app. I was like, okay. So I went to interview Joseph Shapiro, probably the most pivotal interview of my journalism career. And after listening to him, I was like, look, I dig what you're doing. You want the next generation out there to be able to find each other so they can date and mate. I get it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to match your mitzvah with a mitzvah. And I passed him my phone across the table and I said, look, here's your chance to put your chutzpah where your app is. I am leaving the country in 90 days. So I really don't care. I can live into two realities at the same time. Right. I will either leave the country and start my business, or I'll find my next husband in 90 days. And I'm going to give you 90 days worth of coverage instead of writing a little article that no one's going to read or care about, a little blurb, and we forget the next day. I'm going to write you 90 days worth of coverage, like an article a week.
Genius.
Or every 2 weeks, and I'm going to call it 90 Days to Husband Number 2.
Amazing.
I was going to ask how you got to that. That's
I know, right? And on the fly, like what made you do that? You wanted to just see the authenticity of the app, or what throw it out there?
Well, I mean, once you're a New Yorker, right? I mean,
right. What do you have to lose?
Right. And also, like, after living in Manhattan, like, where else do you go?
Yeah.
Just hard to leave. But no, I didn't do it just to stay. I did it because it was like the time in my life. I had been single again, divorced for like 8 years. And it was time to consider my future more seriously.
Right.
And so I was like, well, I have nothing to lose, so why not? And so I'm just going to make it my business.
Formative piece, right? I'm sure people were so into it because they want to see what's going to happen at the end of the 90 days. So I can imagine your readership and viewership went all the way up, because how enticing is that, right?
It was fun. It was fun to have that correspondence with my readership.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, okay. So I went on all of these dates. I wrote about them. I was like, oh my God, this world is crazy. But I had helped a lot of my clients as an image consultant get the girl. Like I was sort of like Hitch on Wall Street. Not 70% of my clients had been men between the dot-com bubble and Wall Street. Right. So it was a great window into the minds of men. And I helped a lot of men who, the ones that couldn't get a date for the prom, who are now the masters of the universe, those guys. And I was able to spit shine them and help give them some game so they could go and get the girl. And I got a lot of people married.
Wow.
So I was dating left and right here on this app. And then I was like, oh, man, I can't take this anymore. I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't have any more time for this craziness. And then I was like, oh, my God, I told my readers they had to have a sense of humor. And why can't I just learn to keep my mouth shut? Oh, okay. Sometimes you got to take your own medicine, right? So I was just about to like throw my journalistic integrity out the window. And I was like, oh, no, I gotta take a spoonful of my own medicine. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, one more swipe. And there he was. And I was like, oh my God, that's a grown up. We had 6 dates. I left the country.
Wow.
And then he sent me a ticket back for the holidays. The holidays became 2 months. I was like, okay, I have to go. You have to go back with me to meet more family and help me get more stuff if you want. Like, and I'm not just going to stay I'm not a shack up kind of a gal. I'm not going to stay here casually.
Right.
And he's like, no, I want you. I was like, because I got to leave. It's time for me to leave and start my own business again. I don't have time to be here on holiday forever. And he's like, no, I want you to make a life with me. I want to make a life with you. And so I married an architect, which is a language I understand. We had a lot of languages in common. We were both we're both Franco-American. We both speak French. We both have family from Latin America. We're both the eldest. My mother was an industrial graphic designer, trained as an architect. So I know how to read plans, and I know about architecture and interior design. And he's like, oh, I always wanted to have a business with my wife one day. And I was like, well, I've got the business. We're going to renovate apartments, because everyone talks about renovating houses, and no one's really talking about renovating apartments, where most of the people in the big cities around the world live. So I'm going to be taste, you're going to be technical, and we're going to have like a series about remodeling apartments. So that's what we've been doing. I am editing season 2 now while filming and producing season 3. We are in bed with Bonita Films out of Barcelona, Spain. And so I'm very excited how this project has been developing. Wonderful. And so I a lot of lifestyle stuff. Like I've spent 20 years as a lifestyle personality, more than 20 years as a lifestyle personality. Mm-hmm. I should say I'm really a lifestyle genie. Like if it's lifestyle related and like there's a disconnect, I'll connect it. Like I'll find the problem and I'll fix it. So I like being a lifestyle genie. I really do enjoy helping other people solve their problems, become their A game, be in their dream environment. I think that home is important, especially when we live in the city. And then I decided that now that I was a free woman and stable and married and I had written my book, here it is, in the pandemic, I took the articles and I wrote 90 Days to Husband Number 2, 10 Rules to Find Him, which you can get on Amazon. And had fun with that. And then I decided now I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to go back to my first goal, which was acting. So I got myself a fantastic coach who I adore, Kevin Scott Allen, who's like he's a bona fide film and television
and he was a guest on VPR not too long ago. I love that.
That's right. That's right. And I was like, you need to get on some podcasts. Let me call Yvonne. Lifestyle genie. That's me.
On it.
I like to connect the dots for people. So that's where I'm at. So I went back to school in the pandemic. I've been training. Yeah. I've been auditioning. I booked a few small commercial things, like a little article in Self magazine. And of course, I continue to do a lot of lifestyle stuff. And now I am auditioning heavily for film and television. And I'm really enjoying the journey because I'm finally comes full circle and getting to do what it is I always wanted to do in the first place.
What an inspiring story, for sure. I am so there with you, because when you're a kid, right, and that's the beauty of being able to dream and kind of keep that creativity alive, a lot of times life will kind of beat it down and beat it out of you, right, where all of these things become unrealistic. But I love the full circle journey and to see it come back, because I think it inspires the rest of us and others that have said, well, I can't do this, and maybe it's never my turn. But anything that I feel, anything you're meant to do will never shut the door for you permanently.
I think that's right. I mean, I knew I wanted to do TV. Mm-hmm. And I did a lot of television. I have done an enormous amount of television, but as a lifestyle genie. Mm-hmm. As an etiquette expert, as the advice on etiquette and fashion and shopping and whatever it is, but never as an actress. Mm-hmm. And so, I did a few small things, but nothing major yet. Not yet. Yet being the operative word. But so I guess my journey to film and television started with television, but not as an actress, doing more unscripted work, like we're all doing right now. And I love unscripted because I love having conversations with people. But I do love the magic of becoming someone else
Me too.
and getting, it's wonderful when you see a character that you can just have fun with.
Yep. And jump into, and action. Like,
it's the joy to discover a character and to play with a character. And I like the bitchy roles.
Yeah.
Like Kevin was telling us about so many of these like sordid type of roles, and obviously we see the type of person and energy he puts out, but I love that, being able to kind of transform yourself mentally without getting caught up in the negativity and the ugly sides of the character, right? But being able to come out of your comfort zone and be someone who you aren't, and just portray that very well. I think that shows a real talent. Now, is Samantha frozen?
Am I frozen?
Yeah,
now
you're
I wasn't sure if you were frozen.
Your voice still works.
My voice still works? Okay.
Your voice still works, but your
audio still works. So
my picture was gone a long time ago, so I've just been hoping that you can still see me. Is the frame pretty, or do I have my mouth open or something?
I was just going to say that, Samantha. It's actually a pretty frame.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're not looking crazy.
Good job, universe.
Hey, Samantha.
Universe. Yes.
You're making it work though. And so at least sit here, like, I'm hearing your story, and it's like you've remade yourself time and time again. So what advice would you give women that like are starting over, whether it be in love or their career or in just their identity?
Oh, yeah. I love that question. Thank you so much. So whether you're a man or a woman, know what you want. Know what you want and write it down. Make a list, what you want for yourself, independent of someone else in your life. What do you want for you? What do you want your life to look like? Then what would you like in a partner? Write what that partner looks like, feels like who they are. Write a list of their character traits. Then itemize what's more important to you in their values. And because you want a value alignment, but you also have to know that chemistry is different than compatibility. They're not the same. People get them confused all the time, which is why people get divorced. So you need both. You need compatibility, and you also need chemistry. And to reinvent yourself, no matter what it is you want to do, write it out and write out all the things that you have to do to become that thing. Like I read Malcolm Gladwell's The Tipping Point, and I loved that sort of he had pinpointed it about you have to sort of do something for 10,000 hours to become really great. And I have no problem with work ethic. I can sleep when I'm dead. So you can make a map for yourself of all the things that you need to do to become the thing that you want to become, and then do that. Rearrange your calendar so it reflects your goals, so that every day you're taking action towards who you want to be in this world.
Yes.
I like VPR. You hear that? Okay, yep. Samantha. I feel like a few people that are listening to this live right now are gonna definitely write that down and take it into their day-to-day. So that's what we hope for. Key?
I like to go big. Like, have a big dream, see it. If you can see it, if you believe it and you can see it, you can achieve it. I like to go big. My extra tip is, if you have a spare wall, paint it in a textile called Idea Paint. It can turn one whole wall into a whiteboard, and then go by all the colors. And so you can see your life, your dream, your goals, your actions all in front of you in Technicolor, life size, every day of your life, to remind you, so you can't escape it.
Wow.
Do that with a mirror, but I like that.
Talk about visualization, right? At its finest. That is such amazing, amazing advice. I mean, I feel like this conversation with you, for me personally, has validated so much and just kind of, signs of things that I needed to hear as well. So I'm just like, I'm blown away. I knew this was going to be a magnificent interview. I've been very much looking forward to it, but wow, you struck so many chords in me today, Samantha. I'm grateful to have you here. I would love to know what you have next on your agenda. We know you haven't even, hit the pinnacle of where you want to be yet. What's on your vision board for the next, let's say 6 months to a year?
Sure. Well, 3 weeks ago, I just did my first ever comedy set at Rodney's Comedy Club on First Avenue. That was wild. It was all dating jokes.
You need to start sending me those because I would love to come out and
I'll send you the tape. I'll send you the tape and I'll send you the invite for sure. So they're all dating jokes, right? Because dating jokes write themselves, and these are all jokes that I had written, all based on the experiences that I had dating leading up to the book, like while I was writing the articles that led to the book. And so I did that, and I was terrified until I got up there. I, of course, practice, right? So by the time the mic was in my hand, I was ready and on fire and brought the house down. And that was one of the biggest adrenaline rushes I've had in years. That was fantastic. I had so much fun, and I only did it because I was preparing material for a larger show that's coming up this fall. And as soon as I have the deets, I will share them with you for sure.
Yes, because FMI and I have to be in the building. I mean,
that's fire.
So well-rounded, so gifted, and then your energy is just so captivating, and you emit this warmth that is just like, wow. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Oh, I can't
wait.
Through the screen freezing, we still felt your energy. We didn't even have to see a picture.
Absolutely.
So much, because I am looking at a blank screen right now. My whole
laughing and smiling all interview.
I just got the screensaver going. So I just am harnessing the energies of the universe here to connect with you. And this, I am really very honored and so delighted to have finally been able to meet you and share my story with you. And I will, aside from the comedy show, which will be a larger show, and we'll also I'd like to have a live Q&A of dating questions that I will answer on that show, just for fun, live Q&A. And doing a lot of podcasts right now. I have, like I said, I'm editing season 2, producing season 3 now of Love and Design Project. And you can find Love and Design Project, the early clips that I had done on home renovation when I was just, wanting to create a proof of concept. So that's there, and I'm working on that with my husband, Jeffrey Drucker, and Bonita Films Barcelona. And so that's coming up. My book will be out in Spanish and French, hopefully by the end of the year. And I also want to do an Audible version. That's coming up, and I want to narrate the book myself. And so I have things on the horizon, and I'd also like to come out with a product. So the product is a lipstick, like lip gloss, and it's called How Many Frogs? That's the color.
Oh, how many frogs?
How many frogs?
Girl.
All right, I get you. I see where you're going with it.
Oh, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down for sure.
But, I want it to be like a pretty color.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, right? That's right. Hilarious.
See, VPR, you're getting that exclusive here. So look out for How Many Frogs will be coming in the future. What shade? I do not know. But we're going to work on it.
That's right.
Well, I can speak for both of us, I'm sure, to say we are just as honored and humbled and delighted to have had you here today. We would love to have you back in the future as you have your next projects and you're getting ready to launch all the things, and just to talk to you. And we would love to network and speak in person. You are just a phenomenal woman, and we appreciate you here.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for having me. You guys are the bestest. I really enjoyed meeting you both. And thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Big, big love your way. We hope you have a fabulous and intentional day. And you guys can go and follow her at Samantha Bessudo Drucker on Instagram. Check her out. She's doing so many things on Scoop. I mean, she's everywhere. So you don't want to miss a beat. Go and subscribe. And we'll see you here soon. Have a fabulous day, please, Sam.
Thank you. Love to you. You can find me at samanthambessudodrucker.com.
Perfect. Go and check her out, you guys. Give her a follow. Give her a like. Share her website. We'll see you soon, Samantha.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
That was wonderful. What energy.
Yeah. I was just going to say that VPR, some people come here, and I know you guys see it, and they shine bright, and their energy is just, it seems so genuine.
Yeah.
Especially when they're living in their purpose, and you can't stop them. That woman cannot be stopped. As you can see.
Feel it. Yeah, I love it, and I just
want a force.
Yeah, she's a force to put.
Yeah, no, you gotta know when you get in a room with a force. When you're a force, and you could just sense different energy, but they're bringing the same intensity.
Yes.
Game respects game.
Oh, I love that. We have the best guests here on VPR. I'm just grateful, partner, and check us out. February we'll be hitting our 8th year. So, I think it just keeps getting better and better. I'm so proud of you for this tour. Kevin Gates, Poison. Get everything you came for, bro. You deserve it.
Hey, it's so much more. Fashion Week. I want to see you guys. New York Fashion Week, September 14, 15. I'm going to be rocking out with DJ Fresh. You'll be getting a chance to be featured in Paris Fashion Week as well. DJs, artists interested, contact us. We're going to be doing our thing there. August 30th, Soft Girl Era. August 28th. VPR Radio outside with Icon Showcase. I'm going to be on the panel doing the judging, distribution deal, VPR Radio interview, and a YNBS Radio spin. So you guys can tap in here. I'm DJ FMI. This is Canada Goddess, and we appreciate you so much.
We love you guys. Your bird loves us too.
Feel me? He's just going crazy on the back. We got to edit that out. I don't know. Oh, how Lord.
Really?
Good morning, y'all. Friday.